Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for educations and technology only. So recently I have shared that there is standard in traditional Chinese martial art. There is standard in Wing Chun because Wing Chun is a short strike. Okay, if we want to go according to the ancient traditional Chinese martial art. Now if you want to make up your own stuff and call it Wing Chun, there's a different story. And also I have shared with you that Wing Chun 1850s is based on Qi Ji Guang's platform 1560, the Shaolin short strike platform 1780s, and then the Mei 12庄 for body mechanics. And then there are some part of or small part of White Crane from Fujian's techniques. Now after I share on this thing, there are many friends questions me on what is my evidence, what is my proof to say that Wing Chun is about momentum, and how is that related to the General Qi Ji Guang? Is there any direct link, or you Hendrik just made it up? Well, so I share with everybody. I say, okay, I'm going to make a video to show you what happened in details. However, we need to take the consequence once this details is released to the public. Why? Because many grandmasters in the past, we know they are inadequate. We know the teaching is inadequate. No, not based on Hendrik, based on writing, black and white. That is the consequence we need to take when we see the truth. Okay, so let's go. In this Qi Ji Guang's books, the concept is really stand out, and I have translated in the Wing Chun matrix. The concept is 四势相承, momentum convert to another momentum. Momentum convert to another momentum. Okay? Fighting is impulse momentum games, and momentum has to be able to convert to another momentum. So in Wing Chun matrix, page 11, okay, this is where it's from. It said one momentum succeeds another momentum to defeat the enemy. The momentum changes without exhaustion. The change is unpredictable and subtle. Momentum changes without exhaustion. One momentum succeeds into another momentum. Right? That is General Qi Ji Guang, 1560. Now, then it seems that the entire world talk about this Fa Jing, this forward intention, forward power. Suddenly, like there is no connection with momentum. If you look at today's world, it's like that, right? Well, it's wrong. Because in the Shaolin Short Strike Classic, at the beginning there is a 20 questions, 20 Q&A, questions and answer, which very details. It tell you what is about the short strike art of Shaolin. And in those 20 questions and answer, even the first question and answer, it answer on the momentum convert to another momentum, or momentum change to another momentum's technical details. It presented the first Q&A. It answered to that. So let's look at it. What did it say? The first thing. In Mandarin, it said, 是熊脚不稳何也? Okay, so in English, it's translated to how to solve the unstable footwork problem of a large momentum. How to solve the unstable footwork problem of a large momentum. Okay? So because up here it said that one momentum succeeds another momentum. Momentum changes without exhaustion. So here, the first questions in the Shaolin Short Strike, it asks how to solve the unstable footwork problem of a large momentum. When the momentum is large, I get unstable. How am I going to solve that? Well, because one momentum lead to another momentum, one momentum change to another momentum. Of course, the momentum has to be aggressive and large and strong. Now, how am I going to change if I have an unstable footwork problem? So it was asked in the first question is here. The answer is what? The answer is 在士气一来. So in English is fix it with a return intention while the momentum is issuing outward. So when the momentum go outward, you want to have a return intention to handle it. That is fixing. How is when the momentum go really strong outward, the footwork become unstable. Okay? So it said that fix it with a return intention while the momentum is issuing outward. It tells you already. And now intention get into the picture. Okay? Now, that is the Shaolin Short Strike. And if you look into the 1850s Xiu Lim Tao Kit, in this book, it's writing there, it says, okay, 旋回自然顺脉气. So, spiral twisting naturally follow the breathing and the directions of the qi. Okay? So what does this refer to? This refer to the body, physical body's mobility, stability, strength or endurance, which is based on the breathing. Okay, so your body mechanics, your every joint, yes, you need to be able to have mobility, stability, strength, endurance, and breathing be able, which is so that you be able to do the spiral naturally or talking naturally, following the breathing and the flow of the qi. So if you look at that, Qi Ji Guang talk about the momentum, impulse momentum. Shaolin Short Strike, it defines the details of momentum, the problem you will face when you want to transform from one momentum to the other momentum to play the games. And the Xiu Lim Tao 1850 tell you that your entire body and your breathing, okay, it has to be taught naturally, and thus it has to be developed the mobility, stability of the body, the strength of the body, and the endurance, which is depend on the breathing. So if you read all those things, you know that how to implement this. what Qi Ji Guang said. One momentum convert to another momentum. One momentum change or transform to another momentum. Keeping change, continues. And this one is saying that, okay, I have a strong momentum because fighting is a strong momentum. But my footwork is not is unstable. How am I going to solve that? Then he said that using the return intention. Okay, so this is to handle that. However, to be able to satisfy this, your body in the 1850 is saying that you need to talk naturally and here to follow the breathing. Okay, so it is in the, it is translated in this thing. Okay, in this Wing Chun section. So okay, now if we only know this, we will have no idea how to deal with it. If we only know this, General Qi Ji Guang, and jump right away on this, we will no idea how to do it. But now, because of we found the 3 versions of the Shaolin Short Strike, we get it now. Now, let's get into certain thing which is really something that is very important, which is we have to face the consequence now on Wing Chun, on the teaching for the past 80 years. It said momentum, it said that fix it with a return intention while the momentum is issuing outward. While today, let's see, in Wing Chun, you just type in Google on the Wing Chun, you will see all this forward intention strength, forward mind strength, all kinds of stuff. So what is the return intention? Okay, and how is that return intention be implemented? Of course, the return intention will have the timing. Okay, because you want to transform from one momentum to the other momentum, you have a timing issue. And when your momentum shooting forward, you have a timing issue on how to control that. Okay, so this is, what is this? What is this? Return intention? That is the sickling. The sickling. See, sickle doesn't just go bang, 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 that's it. No, it's sickle, boom, it going out and it come back. And the intention is not just go out there forward like this. That is a return path where you recycle the momentum. And we know from this that in order to be able to recycle the momentum, you need the body's mobility, stability, and strength develop. You need all this thing develop, the snake slide or the willow body, because it's a sickle. Okay? So, this is how clear it is. Wing Chun, 1850s. Again, I say that, you know, you can create, anybody can create their Wing Chun today because it's a free world. But is it the Wing Chun according to the traditional Chinese martial arts standard? This is it. So if we always train on forward intention, forward power, mind power, have no idea on you need that return intention to handle your momentum. And if we don't know about the development of mobility, stability, and strength and endurance of the body to implement this return intentions type of momentum, like the sickle, you know, You strike out and it circle back like the boomerang, okay, it come back. Then we don't have the art. And it go back to the prediction here. If you don't have the return intention, your footwork will not be stable. You have a strong momentum. You will not be able to change your momentum because your footwork is unstable. If you want to change your momentum when your footwork is unstable, you end up has to go against yourself, like braking your car. Say you have a Porsche in the corner, I can just change it, turn it. But if I don't have the handling like the Porsche, then I have to stop down, slow down my momentum before I can do any other things. Well, there's no longer a cycle. So you say, well, I can be a truck, I continue go, I continue go, continue go. Well, that's no longer what it is. That's not what the ancient mean. And here again, it said that momentum change to another momentum. Well, the key of a momentum be able to change to another momentum is this thing. Is this return intention? Well, you Google again in all the Wing Chun Google website on the Google, in the internet, you see the past 100 years who talk about return intention. And what is a return intention? Go Google it. See, is that 0? So, forward intention is nothing wrong, but it is just a small part. You have a straight spine and the lifting anus, those stuff is not into the picture of the dynamic play of the impulse momentum. At least not here. Instead, in today's language, this is twisting and torquing naturally according to the breathing and qi. This has to do with the mobility, stability, endurance, strength training, which is you have to handle your breathing properly. Sport science can prove that, right? So we know this today. Today in Silicon Valley, we already have all this technology, the big picture and the details. And we have already mapped it into the science. That's why this is the Wing Chun matrix on the momentum. This is the Wing Chun inceptions on this part. The breathing and all this part. The endurance, which stage of thing. And I'm going to write another book called Wing Chun Convergence, or Wing Chun Convergent. I want to take that 20 questions in here so that you all know what happened. I call it convergent is because instead of diverge out, everybody have their 5 senses. Let's look into what it is. Let's implement what it is. Let's see what it is. Let's see what is the strength, what is the weakness, what can be improved. And you need to converge into a standard. Like the 6 core element, the other that I mentioned. I wrote it purposely on the my book, Basic Wing Chun Art and Science. There is a standard. There is the basic. If we don't know that, we cannot study this. So this is to share with you today. So you know now that in past 80 years or so, these things is not revealed. This is what we know today is partial compared with what the ancient have. Okay? And now we need to take the consequence of to admit, to accept that we cannot expect the grandmaster in the past 80 years or 100 years as perfect, because by evidence they are not. And in fact, it is far from what the ancients have taught. This is a reality. That's why at the beginning I said, when this is opened up, then we need to take a consequence. That means here on, we know nobody is perfect. And the ancients know a lot of things. They have already solved a lot of things, which today most of us doesn't even aware of.